everything has its day. It seems like everything under the sun. There's Dog Day, Cat Day, the regulars, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Independence Day, things like that. But there's also, believe it or not, AirMax Day. Do you know when AirMax Day is?
I don't even know what an AirMax is.
AirMax Day was yesterday, March 26th of each year. And if you go to Nike's website, you can see reissues of AirMax 1, AirMax 95, AirMax 97 in all kinds of colors, retro colors, the Tailwind series, the Daybreak series. And if you're old as I am, you remember the original Tailwind and the original Daybreak and the original Columbia that they, for the Nike running shoes. And what was interesting is yesterday was, man, just with March Madness coming on, I don't know how Nike found ways to do this, but there was just so much richness on there. There's a bunch of articles written. Esquire wrote a very nice article about the history of AirMax. That's a fun read. Want to go read it? As a matter of fact, I flagged that article. You can go find Biz Doc 411 on valuetainment.com. And if you don't go to valuetainment.com, you're missing out on seeing a lot of articles from Valuetainment, as well as other contributors and yours truly, the Biz Doc. And this week, Biz Doc 411, which is 4 stats, 1 hero zero, and 1 article. And I pay homage to Gordon Moore, one of the co-founders of Intel and founder of Fairchild Semiconductor. We wouldn't have the chips we have today making things like this so cool if it wasn't for Gordon Moore and Andy Grove. But I also talk about, in that article, have a link to the Esquire article on Nike and AirMax Day. But you can find a ton of other stuff from contributors and also other videos and stuff like that. Links over to other podcasts. Jedediah Bila Live, got a link over to this. Saucecast, got a link over to him. And of course, the PBD podcast. But so you should check out valuetainment.com, look at the resources and stuff we have there. Something else that was going on as I was looking at AirMax Day is I thought, wow, wouldn't it be nice to have a company that was big enough where you could say, hey, today is AirMax Day and we're going to celebrate history, put a bunch of special order and special edition products out there, people come and buy them. So Nike has kind of made its own little Black Friday out of March 26th, AirMax Day. And it's during March Madness where people are thinking about, well, basketball. And so you go on there and you find, Nike sneakers, and all those configurations and all the AirMax designs for sale. And so I just thought it was just a wonderful, I went in there and looked. I'm not allowed to buy more AirMaxes because I have too many. I'll have to show you the one I have at home. I have 2 that are Biz Doc models. Thank you very much to the good folks at Nike that are white with some special blue trim. I think I'll bring them in and show it to you sometime.
I want to see what they are.
The Biz Doc has his own sneakers. I don't think they sell them to the public just yet. Maybe someday. Maybe someday the Biz Doc will be so big that Dad sneakers, Airmax 95s in the Biz Doc color combo, a very cool blue and white combination, will be out there. But something for you. Do you have one day a year where you set it aside for your company? And you're like, Tom, I'm a roofer. What am I going to do with AirMax Day? Well, maybe a roofer, maybe you call your 100 biggest or your 100 most recent customers and you say, I just want to let you know that today is March 27th and we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary and we don't get here without you. And this is our anniversary, but we're celebrating it by calling you and just thanking you for being our customer. And that's all we wanted to say is just thank you, because we're here for 5 years and the jobs and what we do here in the community doesn't happen without customers like you. Thank you for everything. And actually, it's probably better if they don't pick up so they can listen to the voicemail later and hopefully be inspired by that. But it's like, do you have a day a year? Maybe you do it with a retro product. Maybe you do it for anniversary. But you find a reason to make use of the day and you rally your employees around it. Maybe you recognize people with a spot award for the people that have been there, the longest. And you turn it into a celebration that you plan around. Because it's not fake. There's a genuineness that comes from, hey, this is our day, man. This is our history. We have been here and we have done it. And it doesn't happen without these customers. It doesn't happen without this. And it doesn't happen without certain suppliers. So you can make an AirMax day, and maybe you'll be 20 years in business and people in your town will be talking about it because you run a restaurant and they think about you. Hey, May 1st, go check them out. It's not Cinco de Mayo, that's May 5th. You should go check out that restaurant May 1st. They do an open barbecue happy hour in the parking lot of the restaurant before they're serving dinner, just to celebrate the community that supported them. Whatever it is, be creative. But I really thought it was just so cool. But so that's AirMax Day, and why don't you have an AirMax Day?